What's up, guys? It's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. So we have the second of the 4 primary kit guns to go over today. I know we already had one like a couple hours ago, but I already got the gaze fully built out, and I've done quite a bit of testing on it. I've actually built 2 different gaze primary kit guns, and this thing has a couple of problems, to be honest. So we're going to go over those problems. I'm going to show the build that I currently have, and I'm going to let you know that why I might not keep this as my permanent gaze, but then again, I'm probably not going to build a third one because I don't really think this thing is worth having a complete optimized build for. But maybe you'll like it. Either way, make sure you check out the Twitch channel. I like to plug that in every video here, twitch.tv/gaz_ttv, approaching 3,000 followers on Twitch, so definitely would appreciate if you guys stop by sometime. Alright, so let's get into it. So the gaze kit gun used to be just on the secondary, where it was it's a laser, a beam weapon laser that can chain between 2 enemies. It will hit the primary target, then 2 other enemies will hit. They've changed it, now it's basically like a sun laser. It's a really, really low range, and it will actually, has like a small AoE at the end of the beam. So let's quickly just pause these dudes. The nice, I say small range, I mean small range. This thing, compared to the secondary version, it's got like half the range, if that. So we have the second lowest range grip on here, and we have about a 13-14 meter range on the beam. And with the highest damage, lowest range one, it's about a 10 meter radius. So yeah, so we're hitting him from about 15-ish meters. Yep, right at 15 is where it drops off. So it's 15 meters with the I can't remember the goofy names they give these things. The second with the Steadyslam, you have a 15 meter beam radius. I have not tried out the really high range one. That does give you the lowest damage. Yeah, the brash is going to give you the highest range. So keep that in mind. You might want to try that one out. But that would be me building a third gaze kit gun primary right now. And I honestly, the amount of the upgrades you get, you're probably going to get about, I think, 20 meters maximum range if you get the brash, is my guess. Like I said, I haven't tested that out yet. But yeah, this thing has a bit of a range issue, but at least it can do some pretty good damage. So we're going pretty much full crit here. There's another problem. So there's 2 big problems with this weapon. One of them is that low range with the higher damage grips, and there's also a problem it has with Pax charge. So I'm going to show the build that I'm going to recommend here. That was the Riven build. This is the build I'd recommend for no Riven. Heavy caliber is actually really good on a beam weapon, so I highly recommend that here. But yeah, so I'm going to recommend you run Pax Arcane on this one. For Pax charge, for some reason, it just recharges really, really slow. Maybe that's a bug they'll fix eventually, but I'll show you how Pax charge works in this thing real quick. We have Killstream to make the reload faster because we're actually not going to be using Pax charge normally, so we're going to be reloading this thing manually. So I'm going to empty the entire magazine, and look at how slow Pax charge reload is. It's like 1 at a time. It's really slow for some reason. For example, I can actually equip a second gaze, can't I? But let's show the comparison of the secondary version. So I already have Pax charge equipped here. That is the wrong button. All right. It will recharge much faster. See, look at how much faster the secondary version is with Pax charge. I don't know what... it's probably a bug, honestly. So if they fix it and Pax charge is viable, I will switch to it. But until that happens, or if that doesn't happen, we're going to stick with Pax Seeker here. And that's okay, because Pax Seeker is very powerful. Going to give you some Seeker projectiles on headshot kills that will hunt down enemies in the nearby area. And they do relatively good damage. Alright, so let's start these guys out at level 50. Alright, I don't think we have any arcanes equipped. Let's unpause them so they can actually move around, simulate somewhat normal gameplay. Alright. So level 50 with the corrosive build. There's the Pax Seeker going after the enemies. Pretty good stuff there. As I said, manual reload because no Pax charge. And that's the Pax Seeker's not going to even kill level 50s, but it does scale off of the mods you have equipped on your weapons. So that's kind of nice. And the other options you have are Pax Bolt and Pax Soar. And I messed around with Pax Soar a little bit earlier. It's pretty funny. It's definitely not very good. And then Pax Bolt is more of a... it's used for like channeled abilities. So as you can see, we're doing pretty good with this corrosive build here. Melting these guys relatively fast, especially when we go for those headshots. And yeah, like the beam has, like, it's not going to chain enemies, unlike the secondary. It's going to actually it's like going to be like a little AoE beam. Oh, also I'm running Mirage just because like this thing can actually blind your teammates. We'll show a gameplay of a mission with Mirage and the Gaze primary, but yeah, if you shoot an ally with this, it will definitely cause them some frustration. So just let you guys know that one, because I like to give you guys the good info here. Alright, let's bump up to level 170 and I'll show the Hunter Munitions build on them. I don't think this thing's very good at Hunter Munitions, but then again, like, it's kind of hard to fit a full Hunter Munitions build on this thing. Because you kind of want to run fire rate on a beam weapon really badly. So I'm actually going to cheat and I'm going to put Arcane Acceleration on my Mirage so we can get some additional fire rate for the Hunter Munitions build. So yeah, as you see, pretty good stuff here. We have no outside buffs. I mean, I could always just use my 3 on Mirage and get some extra weapon damage. We're staying in the light. There's some light right there. There's that range being really low. Melt her. So yeah, pretty good stuff for the corrosive build. I definitely think the Tomb Finger is better, but you know, this thing is, it at least looks kind of cool when you're melting stuff with the lasers. So yeah, let's move on to Hunter Munitions. Yeah, if they fix that bug for Pax Charge, I'd say run Pax Charge on this thing. Pax Seeker is okay, but like honestly, like Pax Seeker used to be completely OP, but they nerfed it pretty hard. So alright, so this is what we're running. Basically the same build as the previous video. But yeah, like I said, I would love to put fire rate on here, but you know, I want to run a Bane mod for the slash procs. I want to run viral to get those viral procs on the enemy. Also get some elemental. Split chamber is not amazing. Like, multi-shot's not amazing with beam weapons, but I'm going to keep it on here. I think it was working out pretty well. You possibly could put on heavy caliber in one of those slots as well. So Arcane Acceleration going to give us fire rate for primary weapons, 90% fire rate. So that's going to be a big bump up in fire rate. Let's see how those Hunter Munitions procs are looking. Level 170s. Oh, by the way, a lot of people were asking a question in the previous video of what is the situation with Rivens on these new kit guns. They use the same Rivens as the secondary versions, but they actually have lower disposition currently. So, for example, like the Gaze, I think has like a, I don't actually remember the exact number, but it's like a 0.8 disposition on the Gaze secondary, and it's a 0.5 on the primary. So the primary Rivens are the lowest they can possibly be, so they'll most likely get buffed in the future. So keep an eye out on that. As you see, these slash procs, we're getting headshots here, melting pretty hard. It's nothing crazy like the Tomb Finger where it's like one bullet that instantly kills them, but you know, it gets the job done. So just to quickly show what I was talking about there, guys. As you see right here, the Gaze secondary has 3 dots on the Riven disposition with 107% multi-shot, 122 critical chance, and on the primary, it's actually going to be 1 dot, and then we have 59% multi-shot, 68%. It's like half the stats, pretty much. It's really, really bad. I could show a Riven build quickly here. I was actually running Vigilante Fervor for some fire rate. Also going to give us part of the Vigilante set bonus. So I'm not normally running a Sentinel stat stick. So let's quickly show that here. And then we'll hop into that mission. We did a Cuva, or Requiem is what it's called. Requiem Exterminate mission with the high level, basically the highest level exterminate you can do before they add hard mode and ultra hard mode in the future, hopefully. So yeah, here it is with a Riven. As you can see, like with the Vigilante bonus, you get some red crits, even though you don't have any business getting red crits. So honestly, like the range is a little bit of a problem, but besides that, like it's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's pretty good. Seems like all of the well, actually I haven't tried the Catch Moon primary yet. It seems like the 2 that I've tried so far, the Tomb Finger and the Gaze, are pretty powerful. But you know, like I really do have a problem with that range. So let's get into the mission here. and we're going to rock the corrosive no Riven build with Pax Seeker. So yeah, some things I would recommend. Like honestly, like you could probably get away with a little bit less crit chance on this thing, and a little bit higher status chance in the future. So some parts that you could do for that. I was actually considering doing, I believe it's called Slap is the name of the loader. So Slap, and then the high range one. They need to make like just simple names for this stuff. The high range grip, Slap loader, and Gaze could be a really good hybrid build, but keep in mind you're not getting anywhere near as much crit chance on that one. But first off, it's easier to build because Slap is actually a lower tier part. It's going to not require you to be max rank with Fortuna to get it. It's also going to have like a good balance between crit chance and status chance. So I might try that one out in the future. Maybe if I'm checking the range on how high the range can possibly be on this thing. It will be worth checking out. But as it stands right now, I've already built 2 Gaze kit guns, and that's enough for today, okay? So possibly in the future you'll see another one. Also keep in mind, I do have a video on the Gaze secondary. Actually I have 2 videos on the Gaze secondary from a while ago, where I was comparing all the different parts you can get. I had 3 different Gaze builds in there, a status-focused one, a full crit one, and then an in-between one, basically with cheap parts. So, yeah, maybe a full status version of this could be nice for CO procking. Although, I mean, the new core, the Kuva new core exists, so as long as they don't nerf the Kuva new core, which I hope they don't, because I love that thing, I would never even consider using the Gaze. I actually was using the Gaze secondary kit gun as a like maybe this will be worth trying out. The amount of enemies it chains to is just too low. 2 enemies are getting chained to compared to the new core getting 5, and the much higher status chance on the new core. It's just. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys knew this. The Kuva new core actually has, the new core normal as well, has a hidden built-in status effect that inflates the enemies. That actually does count for condition overload. I did test it. It does count. So the Kuva new core is definitely the best condition overload procer. Not just because of that reason, but that's one of the reasons. So as you see here, we're using Mirage, rolling through this mission with triple laser beams, and the enemies don't really stand a chance. So neither are our teammates' eyeballs, for that matter. If they look where I'm firing, but the most blinding color to use for this is probably like yellow or like a bright pink or something like that. So keep that one in mind. Currently got red. It's not too bad. And yeah, I'd say like, okay, so yeah, so if I would recommend this to you or not, I'm going to go with I would not really recommend this to you. If you have a good Gaze Riven, that's a different story. If you already have a good Gaze Riven, definitely try this out, because they'll most likely buff the Riven's position on the primaries in the future. And this thing can rock HM, it can use heavy caliber. It is relatively nice, honestly. Like, those Simulacrum tests right there definitely made me change my mind. For a while, I was like, I don't like this thing at all, to be honest. Like, leveling this thing up was pretty bad. Because I went from the Tomb Finger, like, full crit build to this. I was thinking, like, wow, this is just not as good as a Tomb Finger at all. But once you start getting a couple mods on it, it does feel better, for sure. But when you just have, like, just Serration and, like, crit mod or like multi-shot, it does not feel good at all while you're leveling it. I could definitely say that. We were getting really low damage numbers. This one definitely needs like a full build to feel good. So yeah, that's another reason. Like, some weapons can just, like, while you're leveling them, they'll feel great even without a full build. This is not one of those weapons at all. So yeah, Tomb Finger would be one-shotting a lot of those guys without a full build. This thing definitely needs some time on target. Also, do keep in mind that when you're firing a beam weapon, you need to actually have time on target to get the fully ramped up damage. So that's something to keep in mind there. So yeah, you know, it's a nice toy for Mirage, I guess, to blind people with it. Maybe like for like Saren for spreading spores. I was being a jerk there. I probably won't do that again. I was just shooting the guy in the face with the Gaze. I want to see if he complained in chat, but he didn't complain in chat, to be honest. So there you go. I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully this video is helpful to you. I actually have some of the weapons, the new weapons from this update, the Deadlock protocol. I have them in the foundry being built. So if we'll see if I can get those all built out today on stream. But if not, I'll get probably the catch moon or the rattle guts soon, and I'm gonna farm for Protea because I was thinking about like a lot of the content they just add in this game is like farming for things. So if I just go and buy Protea, that's like me not playing the new content, and like you're supposed to get like excitement out of getting stuff to drop. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Is like, oh, I might get excited and have fun if I'm like doing the new mission and I'm like, oh, I got the Protea helmet, hooray! Like finally got it. Like we need more exciting stuff in this game, like exciting drops. So I don't want to like make it a little bit less fun, if you know what I mean. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.